everyone! Today's the final day of the Toronto Outdoor Art Exhibition, or Art Fair. So I wanted to give you a quick update from the studio, just a final hello from here to celebrate the fair and the 60th anniversary. It's still going both in person at Stacked in Toronto and online. There's 450 artists that are working really hard to make this the best fair ever. So if you want to go check out all the artwork, it's at taof.ca, and then you can just browse around or find stuff by Googling, like by searching for a type of art or a subject matter, or just let yourself be inspired by whatever comes up on the website. And then if you type in my name, Denise Buisman Pilger, then you can find my profile as well. And I will also when I post this on Instagram and Facebook a little later, I will post a link to my profile so you can see all the artwork there. And if there's anything that tickles your fancy and you want to pick it up, then that's also a possibility, of course. I have two more pieces that are in the show that I wanted to show you that I haven't shown you yet. So let's get to that. There's two larger pieces. This is Sakura. It's one of my favorite pieces. It's Japan, of course, which is very dear to my heart right now. Let me show you the textures in this one. This is really, really awesome. I like this so much. I love the textures in this piece. And there you go. And then look at this beautiful lady. When I saw this woman, she was, this is a real geisha. She was working actually when I spotted her on the streets in Kyoto. I was walking around. We were actually looking for a restaurant to go and eat. And we saw this big group of what they call salarymen, which are the working gentlemen in Japan. And they're all dressed in like black suits with a white shirt and a tie. They're very proper. And she was in their middle. I saw this big group of salarymen just walking around, and she was walking like she was towering over all of them, because as you can see, she's wearing these really, really high slippers. They're really, I don't know how she can walk on these, honestly. And she was surrounded by them, and they were hanging on her every word. It was like they were like enchanted by her. It was really, really cool. So I snapped this picture, and I took out all of the salarymen behind it, because I really loved just focusing on her. And she's actually on a traditional Japanese street here. This is in Ise. It's a beautiful little town in Mie Prefecture. About, I would say, a 2.5-3 hour drive from where I used to live. And then, of course, there's the beautiful sakura cherry blossoms at the top here. To me, painting a piece like this, it's keeping Japan close to my heart. It's really important to me right now, because I miss Japan very much. So painting a piece like this, it's like Japan is in the studio with me for a little bit. And then on the other side here, we have another beautiful memory. This is actually a piece of Florence in Italy. And it's called Frame of Reference. And the reason that it's called Frame of Reference is because it's really fun. To me, it's really funny. And not everybody sees it at all, in the beginning when they see this piece. But you can see David here. He's standing here in all his glory, as David does. And then over here, all these people are totally not paying attention to David, and David's like, "What's happening? Like, I don't get this. I really, I'm standing here, I'm loud and proud, and nobody's watching. And where are all these? What are all these people interested in and pointing to? They're of course pointing to Master Yoda here, because obviously he's way more interesting and way more sexy than Mr. David." So that's why it's called Frame of Reference. I really like this piece. I also really like the pigeons here in the corner. They're just hanging out. And there's some lovely textures in this piece as well. I really like it. Look at that. When I went to Florence, I was only there for maybe 2 or 3 days, and it was so overwhelming because Florence is a city, there's so much art there and so much architecture, and it was such an overwhelming city to visit that I took so many photographs, even like at the last second still, because I remember we had to park quite a ways away. And we had to actually, because we were driving in Italy. We had rented this car, and of course, driving in Italy, especially in a city, is sort of insane because there are like scooters going everywhere, and you can't read all the signs. So we went into the city with the car, and it turned out that we were not allowed to drive there because they apparently shut down the city for most of the traffic. So we had to actually apparently make reservations and let the hotel that we were staying at know that we were coming by car. We hadn't done that, so we actually had to park a ways outside of the city center, and walk back with our suitcases. And of course, Italy is well known for all these little cobble streets, which are really, really cute, but which are not so awesome when you're like walking with your roller suitcase. And then there was me with my roller suitcase walking through the heat and traffic in Florence, and I was still trying to shoot photos while I was walking back to the car because I'm missing it. So yeah, that was not so great. So I definitely have to make a trip back to Florence someday to really dive in and see the rest of it, because it's a really, really beautiful city. And I wanna do it more justice than I've been able to so far. So that's the two pieces that I wanted to show you today. Now I'm going to go to the health center and get my second COVID shot. So that's really exciting. I'm super looking forward to that one. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Make sure you check out all the awesome art at toaf.ca. And click my profile, look at the pieces that I have available, and celebrate this last day. Let's make this last day of the fair super, super awesome for everybody. And please enjoy all the beautiful artwork. And thank you so much for watching. And I'm wishing you all a lovely rest of the Sunday. Bye-bye.